Hello everyone, Zadok Squared here. Welcome to Clan Krug. This is it. Tomorrow is Lightfall. You have less than 24 hours until it releases, and as of right now, Bungie's servers are down. You can't play Destiny for the next 24 hours. I want to just spend this time to release one last build video before Lightfall to just show off a build that I've really enjoyed over the past year. It's actually the build that I ran throughout the entirety of the Legendary Witch Queen campaign on my Titan. And I just wanted to show it with you all in case you wanted to run it going forward in Lightfall or in the Day 1 raid or whatever. I also want to let you all know that unfortunately I am going to be visiting family starting today. So I don't have the ability to be recording or posting videos over the next week and a half, which means that unfortunately all of the builds that I was going to be posting over the next week are going to have to be delayed until when I get home. In return, I am going to try and get some streams going. I'm going to have some clan members streaming the campaign, and we'll just be, chatting. I'll be in the channel at some point, I'm sure, and we can just figure everything out from there. I also, when we get back, will be running Day 1 raid, and we have a group of people running it, and I'll definitely be streaming that as well. So, with that in mind, let's get into this video. It's going to be the last one for a little bit for build crafting, but we'll definitely have more content coming right at you guys. Starting off, we're running Crest of Alpha Lupi. This is an exotic that basically makes it whenever you cast your barricade, you give out a heal pulse around you that heals not only you, but also your allies. We're combining this with the Void subclass and Bastion. Bastion makes it so that whenever you cast your barricade, you give an overshield to yourself and nearby allies. Basically what this does is when you cast your barricade with the combination of Bastion and Crest of Alpha Lupi, you'll heal all of your allies and give them an overshield. I found that Bastion by itself doesn't give quite enough tankiness, so that when you're a little bit low, you sometimes will just get shredded through your overshield anyways, especially in GMs or raids. With Crest of Alpha Lupi, that heal will give you a little bit more of a buffer before you die, which means that casting your barricade should keep you and any teammates near you alive for just that extra amount of time. This is an incredibly good neutral game build. I run it in a lot of content. I've run it in GMs all throughout the past few seasons, and I've run it in raids, including Day 1 raids. It's also a lot of fun. It's just moderately tanky compared to most other builds on Titan, which seem to be a little bit more damage focused right now. Stuff like Heart of Immos Light is really good, but just not really my cup of tea. My other aspect is Offensive Bulwark, but you could easily substitute this for Controlled Demolition. Either one works well here. I just find that Offensive Bulwark makes you a little bit tankier when you're casting your Wood of Dawn, and works better with the other effect of Crest of Alpha Lupi, which is that whenever you cast your super, you get an orb. I find that Void works best with this, not just for the combination of Bastion, but also for the fact that Ward of Dawn is Titan's lowest cooldown super, which means you're creating more orbs for your team whenever you cast this super, and you're getting your super up faster. I'm running Vortex Grenade and Shield Bash, but both of these are really your choice. I just prefer these two on Void. And to pair with it, I'm running Echo of Endermining, Echo of Dilation, and Echo of Obscurity. Mostly just for the stat boost of Dilation and Obscurity, though I really like the finisher giving you invisibility in GMs. And Echo of Undermining to weaken targets with your Void Grenade pairs so well with Vortex Grenade. It makes it so that it's much easier for you to be able to destroy any target that you're shooting at, whether it be throwing it at a boss or a champion. I'm not even going to bother talking about mods here, because at this point in time, we have no idea if any of these mods still exist in the game. And even if you wanted to run this build right now in the current system, you can't. The servers are down, like I said earlier. But just know that any defensive or neutral game mods are going to work really well. In the past, I've run Well of Tenacity. Charge with Light mods also work really well here, though they're going to be changing into armor charge mods, but anything that's buffing your damage to make you do more is always just helpful. You can run any weapons with this as well. As you can see, I'm running, just my generic Heritage, Funnel Web, and Fix Odds here, but you can run basically anything. These are just what I was happening to be using in the most recent GM runs that I was doing, and so I kept them on. While running this build, you're just going to want to make sure that you're playing smartly. You want to maybe not sit too far back, but at least don't run out into the middle of the open, because as much as you have a barricade, it's not going to protect you in high-end content. But that being said, it's very useful to be sitting back behind cover, being able to look at snipers or a wave of enemies running at you, and just pop this barricade as soon as you take damage, healing back up nearly to full, giving you an overshield to help protect you a little bit more, and being able to take on that barrier champion or that scion that's shooting at you. As you can see, that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm just waiting until me or my teammates are taking fire, pop the barricade. Don't even necessarily have to use it to give you cover. Oftentimes I'll just pop it into a wall so it's not in the way of any of our shots. And then at that point, you have an overshield and you can run around with that and live for a little bit longer. It also makes it really easy to peek out from behind cover and shoot at things without having to worry about getting one shot by a sniper. And that's basically it. It takes a little bit of practice just to get used to this safer playstyle, especially when you're running a tankier build that should let you be pushing out more. It can be a bit counterintuitive, but when you're running it in a GM or Master Raid or Day 1 Raid scenario, even with the tankiest of builds, you're still going to get shredded by enemies. So just playing safe, using it as a panic button essentially to be able to keep your teammates or yourself alive, or if your teammate goes down, to be able to pop it and res them, or res them and then pop it to give them that overshield, whatever you really want to do, just to help you stay alive a little bit better. And that's it. Just learn how to play with the build by playing the game. The better at the game you are, the better this build will make you. It's a really good neutral game build. It doesn't require a lot of specific knowledge. It's basically just augmenting your base play style. Anyways, I've been Zadex Squared. I'll see you guys in Lightfall. Thanks for watching.